4 special individuals join together to team up, to go on adventures, to find treasure, and to right the wrongs of the world. Join us now for the next Gen Role Players. Hello everybody, this is Larry from GeekyKOOL.com. As your friendly dungeon master tonight, we've got our next gen role players with us. Welcome guys, we're glad you're here with us. I'm excited to get this going. I know last time was a lot of information. We didn't do a whole lot other than go over information. Tonight I want to go over just a little more information, but then we're going to get right into playing because I want us to have some fun tonight with this, okay? So I want to bring up your guys' character sheets, and I noticed that a couple of you guys are still at level 2 characters. So we'll just need, and I know that's because you're trying to make a combo character of a fighter and ranger and and I forget what the other one is. So we'll have to figure out what we're going to do there, but then I want to show you some stuff on the character sheet because I want to get this going for you.
What is so funny?
It's a cat meowing in the background.
That happens. All right, so I'm going to pull this up here and share the screen right there. All right. All right, so this is the screen to share. So just want everybody to make sure that if you go to this screen for our campaign, this is our campaign screen. When you go, you should have this little blue button that says "Join" above VTT. If we got that, then
we don't have that.
You don't have that? Okay.
No.
That's something good to know. Neither one of you have that?
No.
Zana and Nunark? Okay.
No.
We'll work on getting that in there for you. All that's really going to do is make it to where you can go see a map, okay? So we'll make sure that gets added. It's an extension to your Chrome browser, but I'll talk to your parents and we'll make sure we got that up and going before next time, and I'll do a remote session with my new team. Not a big deal. Okay. All right. So I want to show you that, but I also wanted to show you that Zana and Nonak, you guys are showing as level 2 human druid monk and human ranger fighter.
Yeah,
we're going to start with level 1.
I tried to switch it, but I can't figure out how to change the character level.
Yeah. Oh, most definitely. Okay, so let me show you. I'll go in the Nonaks, and Zana, you can follow along. So I'm just going to click in here and show you guys. This is a character sheet there for Nonak. And up at the very top, right next to your name, is called Manage. Go ahead and click on Manage. And that will take you to let you edit your character. And then it'll pull this thing over here on the side, on the right. And we have to hit Manage Character and Levels. Do you see that there? Over on the right-hand side?
Yeah.
So if you click that, that'll take you back to the beginning of your character. And you'll notice with Nonak, you've got both fighter and ranger. And we can do both. We just can't do both on the first adventure because you got to get to level 2. So what happens is every time you level up, you go to a new level, then you pick what you want to level up in, if it's going to be fighter or ranger. So we can only have one to start off with, to be level 1. But as soon as we go to level 2, which I anticipate will be very quickly, then we can add in the other one. So we can add in, if you wanted to go fighter, we could add in ranger. To get rid of it, all you got to do is this red check mark here and get rid of the one you don't want for tonight. And then like I said, once we're done with a fight, you guys will probably level up to level 2, and then you can definitely go in multi-class. It's called multi-classing when you have more than one class. Okay?
Okay.
So pick the one you want to get rid of for tonight. And again, it's not always. It's just going to be for tonight. Get rid of. Click that X, and then go ahead and click all the way over to what's next. And that should save it for you. Any questions on that? No. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and click on what's next over here on the next character. Then you can hit this view character sheet in the blue at the top, and that'll bring you right back to your character sheet. And it should update it to level 1 once you pick which one you want to get rid of and hit the next. And if you need help, I can go in here and do it for you. I just wanted to show you where it was at. So we can talk about that in a moment. So there's a few things on the character sheet I want to show you guys to make you aware so you'll know where to find stuff when I ask you to look for stuff, okay? The top row is going to be, it's first going to have your plus, and then it's going to have your number of what your strength is. So strength is 18, which is a +4. Here, dexterity is a 17, which is a +3. Your even numbers always adds an extra 1 to your plus here. So if dexterity goes up to 18, then that'll be a +4 also. And you see 16 is a +3. So it's 2. You got to go up 2 levels in one of these attributes before it'll go up onto a plus above that. Okay. So, but if I say I want you to roll a strength roll, then you would roll a 20-sided dice, and then you would add that +4 to it. Right below
Wait, I
those,
only have.
that's okay.
I only have a 1/6.
Okay, that's fine.
We're
going to get you some new dice, but I'm going to show you how to be able to do it. So here's a trick on D&D Beyond, which I really like. If you just click where it says +4, and it can be plus whatever, depending on your character. If you click on it, it will roll a dice across your screen, and then it calculates it together. Now, eventually we want to be rolling dice manually, and then have it pop up and do our adding into it. But for right now, you can go ahead and just click the number that I tell you right there, and then that will roll the dice as we saw, which was a roll of 18, which is great. When you roll a 20-sided dice in this game, you want to roll high. The hope is to roll high. Now, if you roll low, we're still going to have fun with that, but rolling high is what we're wanting to do. And then it adds in the pluses there. The box right below it is going to be it's going to be your saving throw. So a saving throw is if something happens and you're trying to save against it. Such as you're walking along and all of a sudden a trap below you springs out and there's a pit below and you don't want to fall down. So I'll have you roll dexterity saving throw. So it's not your dex ability up here, it's this dex number right here. So you would click on that number. But your saving throw numbers can be different. If you notice, Nonak's saving throw for strength is 6, but his plus is a +4. So it can be different on those numbers. So I will tell you saving throw, and you'll see it says saving throw right down here. Okay? Right below that.
I changed my character to level 1.
Oh, perfect. Thank you, sir. And if you guys need help, let me know. But that's perfect. The right below it is your different passive abilities. What a passive means is that you have the ability to perceive things just by walking by it. You're not looking for something. Okay? So if I ask you what your passive wisdom or passive intelligence is for investigation or passive insight, those are what those numbers are. So that's where you find those. Let's go back up to the top real quick just to go over a few things. So we've got your different levels there. Where it says proficiency +2, that just means if you're proficient in something. So if you're really good at something, say I'm a bard and I like to sing and I'm going to perform, then I would have a proficiency in performing because I'm going to sing. So I would get an extra +2 by being proficient. And proficiencies do go up over time. Your walking speed is next to it. Most people's walking speed is 30. People that are shorter, such as gnomes and dwarves, a lot of times they're 25. Your initiative. So what initiative is when we get ready to get into a fight, we're going to all roll a 20-sided dice, and then whatever your initiative is, then you add that to your bonus. And again, you can, on the character sheet, you can just click on it, and then roll it and tell us what you got there. And this time, you got a +3, but we only rolled a 3, so you got a 6, which is a pretty low number in initiative order. And that's okay.
I can't still find how to...
yeah, go ahead.
I still can't find out where I'm supposed to change my class to only 1 or whatever.
Let me get in there and help you while we're here, okay? I can do that. That's not a problem. I got you. We'll go back to your character sheet here, and we'll pull that up. Okay. And here. All right. Xana, I'm going to pull up your character sheet now, and then I'm going to go in and just do it for you. I'll show you where it's at, okay?
I looked, okay.
Okay, no problem. I'll just take care of it for you. And if anytime you guys need help like this, just let me know. So I'm going to go back into manage characters and levels, and we're going to pull it up. So are you wanting your first level to be as a monk or as a druid?
Druid.
Okay. So then what we're going to do is up here, I'm just going to hit this little red X over here where it says level 1 and get rid of the monk. Now, after we level up, we can go back in, and then we can add the monk back in for you, okay? So it's not a permanent thing. It's just to get us through session 1 of playing, all right? So I'm going to X out, and it's going to ask me to confirm that I want to do that, and I'm going to confirm. Then I'm going to go up here to what's next, and character sheet, and we're going to pull over to here. Okay. So you'll notice now is on your level 1, okay? Level 1 human druid.
Okay.
And so, and I can help you guys walk through when we level up how to add back in your monk. Because that's a cool thing to do, adding a monk with a druid. I like it. Okay. So there's a few things up here on your character sheet. Above here, if we're, well, and that may be because I've got it here loaded. But once you have that above VTT, you can click it right from here and join in. This button's called a short rest, and this is a long rest. So let me tell you what those mean is if you're taking a break from adventuring. So if you guys fight a bunch of trolls, right, and you're tired and you've used your spells and maybe you're a bit hurt and you want to take a break, you can do what's called a short rest, which is about an hour. So you take an hour of time. It's not an hour that we usually play the whole hour out. We just say an hour is fast. In doing that, you can roll dice to be able to add hit points back in. You can, like certain types of characters will get an ability to be able to get spells back or some other features back. So that's a short rest. A long rest is when you go to bed at night, and it's about 8 hours, and you sleep, and then you heal up. So that's a long rest. So if I say you're going to do a long rest, and all you got to do on the sheet is either click short rest or long rest, and it'll pop up this box and says, take a long rest. And then do you want to reset your maximum hit points? Yes, we want to do that. So we can hit that and hit confirm, and then the character sheet will update. Okay? So that's a long rest. I'll explain those again as we get closer to that. We've got your walking speed. I explained that. Initiative. So your armor class. Let me show you armor class. So armor class is basically stuff that prevents you from getting hit. So if you're wearing big metal armor, you'll have a bigger armor class typically than if you don't. And that is just because the armor class will, the higher the armor class, the harder it is for somebody to hit you. So what somebody has to do, so if you've got an armor class right now Zana of 13. That will go up once we move you into being a druid, or move you into being a monk, because monks do different things with that. But
Can't eat right now.
so sorry about that. Anyway, so that armor class will go up. But what somebody has to do on the 20-sided dice to hit you is roll the 20, and then any modifiers they have with it. And if it's 13 or above, then it will do damage to you. Okay? So that's how that part works. And that's what armor class is. So the bigger the armor class, the harder it is to hit you. That's really the big thing. Okay? Inspiration is when you do something cool, and I believe in the rule of cool in this game, okay? You do something crazy and wild, you want to do something weird with your character, and I think it's cool. I love that. I'm going to let you do it. I'm going to figure out how to help you do that, okay? But if you come up with something cool or you do something in the right moment, I'll give you what's called inspiration, and all you got to do is click on it to have it. And what that lets you do is if you roll a 20-sided dice and you want another chance at it because the roll was bad, you can use inspiration to do that. And in my game, I'm going to give you guys inspiration quite a bit because I think it's a cool thing to use. But you can also share that with your friends. So if somebody rolls a number, if Azana rolls a number and she doesn't have inspiration and your whole group is hoping she makes it, somebody can have inspiration and say, I give her my inspiration, and then she can roll that again. Okay? So it's a cool little thing to get inspiration. Up next to that are your hit points. So what hit points are is how tough you are and how much damage you can take. Azana here has 11 hit points. That's pretty good for level 1. So what'll happen is if an orc comes in and swings his club to Azana and does 8 points of damage, okay? So what you would do is you would come in here and put 8 next to the number right here and hit damage. You notice it goes to 3. So now she has 3 hit points. But she doesn't want to get hit by that troll again because that may kill her. So let me talk to you about in D&D what happens if you hit 0. Okay? So say something else. So it's 0 or below. You can't go below 0. So that troll hits Azana again. And Azana, I'm picking on just because I've got your sheet up. So, 30, that'd be nice. So we go 0 hit points. So, so now you're unconscious, okay? And what you have to do is you roll a 20-sided dice. If it's a 10 or above, you succeed. If it is so you have a success. If it is 9 or below, it's a failure. The first 1 to 3 wins. If you get 3 failures first, then your character dies. Now, in D&D, the great thing is there are ways to bring back dead characters. If, for some reason, Azana goes down, and then somebody's able to come over here and do healing on her, and heal her, so if there's a healing spell and she gets 5 hit points back, once she's healed, she goes back to no longer being that. It'll go back to having her hit points. We're going to go up healing of 5 and apply changes. And you'll notice she's back to having hit points. It's no longer that success and failure for the death saving throws. So that's how that works. If it gets confusing, I will walk you guys through that as we're fighting. Don't worry about it. We'll take care of you guys. I am not all about just killing everybody off. So I want to help you guys survive as much as possible. But that's what hit points are. That's how that works. Any questions?
I only have one dice that only has 6 sides on it.
Okay. We're going to get you some other ones on it. Not a problem. Okay?
Okay.
So, but we can use what's on here on your sheet and click on the different spots, and that'll help you, okay?
Wait, like where this rolls the dice?
Yep, we're going to roll the dice for you. I'm going to show you how you can attack with that here in just a moment. Okay? But don't worry about the dice. We're going to get you some really pretty dice to be able to roll. And that's all cool. But so the next thing I want to talk about on your sheet are your abilities. And again, I'm not going to talk too long. So your abilities, and your abilities are based off of what your different levels here are. So acrobatics, which is basically how well can you balance and be able to flip and do things and jump over something with style and maybe fall and not get hurt. That's acrobatics. So it is dex based. So that's going to depend on what your dex is. If you have proficiency in it, which is what that little black mark there is, you'll see this. You have it goes off your charisma, which is a +3, but you have a proficiency in it, and your proficiency bonus is +2, so it's a +5. So if I say, Donna, I want you to roll a deception roll because you're trying to convince a guard that he needs to give you a sword or something, okay? So I'm like, okay, if you want to do that, you got to roll deception. And so you hit deception, and then all you can do is click on the number again. And when we get your dice, we'll have you roll the dice and then add the number. But you just click on the number, and it's going to roll that for you. And that one would not have been a good roll, but anyway, we're getting it out of the system. So that's how you handle that. If I will basically, when you want to do something that's unusual, or I will tell you, okay, I need you to roll an athletics check, which basically means you just come in and click that number, or I need you to roll an investigation check, and you can roll the dice and add the number or click on the number. So that's what your different skills are. Any questions on your skills? I'm not going to go into detail what all they are, but those are what's there. Over here in the box just to the left, your proficiencies, and that is what kind of things that you are proficient at as far as armor and weapons, what kind of weapons you would be good with, your toolkit. So if you're trying to do a disguise thing and you want a disguise toolkit, then you're proficient with that, and your different languages there. Okay, so I just wanted to show you that in case I mentioned that to you. All right, here's the fun part. Actions. Up here is your little box. Your actions are the ways you can attack people. And if you've got weapons, they should be here. And if not, I can show you how to get them there, okay? So Azana has darts that she can throw. She's got a quarterstaff she can hit people in the head with. And then there's an unarmed strike if she just wants to try to punch somebody. Oh, we got a comment. Oh, okay. Nomac's having technical issues. All right, Nomac, that's fine.
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
I can't find the actions thing. Where is it at?
Okay, the great question. So right under armor class up here, there's a little box. There's a big box actually, and it says actions and spells and inventory. Do you see that up there, close to the top, right below your armor class and your initiative?
Yeah, I don't have it.
You don't have it? Oh, goodness, girl. So do you have this big box here with your different skills?
Yeah.
Okay. To the right of that, is there a box there?
A small one, but not a big one.
Not a big one. I wonder if your screen's cutting off. So you don't see it looking like this?
No.
Okay. Are things squished on your screen?
Kind of.
Kind of? Okay. Is there a scroll bar at the bottom?
A scroll?
You know what I mean by the scroll bar? The thing that lets you pull it over so you can see more of your screen?
How did I get there?
Hang on.
Okay, so we're looking for this box,
Yes.
and it should say actions.
Yep. Do you see it, Azana, or is it still not there for you?
That's actions.
Okay,
There
I
is.
got it. I got it.
Okay, yeah, she just
Yeah.
had to swipe for it.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, it's just there.
Do you have it, Azana?
Huh?
Do you have the box now, or is it still gone?
Wait, what box?
The box where it says actions up there, is that still not there for you?
Oh, I don't know where it is.
It should be to the right of your skills.
Skill.
Which is in the middle. Your skills are in the middle, then it should be next to it to the right.
So. Wait.
See it right here. It's okay if you don't. We'll help you find it next time. That's okay. If you don't see it.
I don't see anything.
Okay. Well, it's okay. We'll help you find it later. Okay. Well, let's see. There's something going on where Nonarch can't get on. Let me see what we can do here. Technical issues are always a challenge on anything you do like this. That's all right. Okay. Okay, so we'll talk about the actions and all of that real quick. We Azana and Nonak will come back and help you with those guys. Not a problem. So actions are the things that you can do to attack. And those are the different types of actions. If you notice, there is a thing called action in combat, and it tells you right below the different types of actions you can take. Now, there's something else I wanted to share with you guys. I'll share that here in just a little bit. And I send it to your parents to be able to have you guys use that talks about the different things you can do in action. But you can attack, you can cast a spell, you can dash, you can disengage, dodge, grapple, help somebody, hide, all these different things that you can do. And again, you can punch somebody just without a weapon. Again, if with the weapon, if it's on D&D Beyond, it'll tell you what your plus is to hit with the 20-sided dice. And then after you roll the dice, and so with this one, if Azana was throwing a dart, it would be a 12 to hit. And so if the person's armor class is 12 or less, that would hit them. If their armor class is 13 or more, that would be a miss. If she hits, then she can roll damage, and it says right next to it how much damage it'll do and the type of damage. So the dart's a 1d4 plus 3, so if we click on that, it'll do 6 points of damage. Okay, so those are actions. There are, and you'll see that under attack. So there's all different types of actions. Attack are the ones you're going to attack with. Other actions that you can do. A bonus action is something you can do along with an action. You can only do an action and a bonus action and a reaction. So, but an action, sometimes when you get to higher levels, characters will have multiple attacks in the same action, so it'll say 2 attacks. We'll see here it says attack per action is 1. So you've got an action, which a lot of times is going to be what you're going to do there. A bonus action can be if you have 2 short swords, you can hit with one and then you can do it with another one. There may be other things you can do as a bonus action. You can take a healing potion if you've been hurt as a bonus action. There's some other things. It depends on your character. Some characters have more things they can do in bonus actions.
Where's the little button you press to like roll the dice?
Oh, so that is. Can you see my screen? Up here?
Yeah.
So if you just click on any of the big buttons there and roll the dice that hit something, you would pick your weapon and you would hit that number and it'll roll the dice for you, just like that. Well, that's a nat 20. Those are natural 20s, and natural 1s are important when you're attacking, especially. So you can if you hit with a natural 20, then you get to do more damage, and you're going to always hit. If you roll a 1, you're always going to miss on when you're attacking. All right. Okay. All right. So bonus actions. A reaction is something that you can do something when you react to something. Some people have different spells. The most common thing is called an opportunity attack. So if somebody's standing next to you and they try to run off to go hit somebody else, you get a chance to hit them as they run off. Certain types of different things with different characters will allow spells occasionally. Most of the time you can't cast a spell as a reaction, but certain spells and types of characters can at times. Or you can do different other things. But a reaction is going to happen, and different characters have different reactions there. So, talking about spells, if you have spells as your character, there's going to be your list of spells right here. And if you have spell slots, now it looks like we've got spell slots as Zana, but no spells for you. So we'll work on getting you some spells there that will help you figure that out. But we can definitely do that. Inventory is the next one. That's all your equipment. So most of you guys didn't have your equipment enabled. And all that means is when you're on your character sheet, there's the red dot's not there. And all you can do is click it to enable that you're going to carry it. We're not going to care about how much stuff you're carrying. That's not just something that I'm going to care too much about. Some people play it and are very particular about it. So when you play any sort of role-playing game like D&D, you have to know what is expected from the game master, the dungeon master, on if they're going to enforce certain things like that. So that's all your equipment. You've got a backpack typically that has different things in it, including being able to camp out at night with a bedroll, rations, which are basically food that you can take on the road with you. Attunement means things, especially magic items, sometimes require you to spend some time with it and to attune to it to be able to use it, and any other possessions there. Okay, so that's inventory. Features and traits. Features and traits are specific things about your type of character. We're not going to go through everything here, but we're going to just kind of mention that you guys want to check those out, your different features and traits that you may have. And when you guys advance, there's a thing called feats that you can pick. Description is the area that you guys have picked, and the different information about your character, about your alignment, and about if you have a faith and what your gender is and all that. It identifies you. Your notes are things that you can add in. You can add in your backstory here. I noticed a couple of you guys did put your backstory in here, and that's great. That makes it easy for me to read your backstory. So if you put it in Word or some other document, you can just hit Add Backstory and then copy it in there. Okay? And that way it'll make it, that way you know where to find it, and that way I know where to look, because I like knowing what your guys' backstories are, because I like to weave my stories into it. I like to make your backstory important. So the more I know about your backstory, the more I can add things in for your character. And extras are just notes that you can take. So you guys can take notes, and you see this other thing. I like to take notes on when I'm playing. on different one about my people that I'm playing with, their characters. I want to know different things about them, so I'll take notes about their characters. And then if we meet important people or we're doing something important that I'm probably going to forget, I'm going to take notes on it. Any questions, guys?
Yeah, No Knock wants to get back into the broadcast.
Okay.
Can't get back in.
You still can't get in, huh?
No, can you add him?
He has to use the link to get in, and I sent your mom that link again.
Well, I think he's in. I think he's texting in the chat. So
hold on, let me look here. Hold on, maybe I don't have it scrolled down far enough. That's very possible. It's right here. Come on. Here, let me move this to a different screen. I think that'll make it easier for me to see. Oh, there we are. I'm sorry, No Neck. I didn't see you down there. You were hiding behind a screen there. So I apologize. I'm glad you're here. Could you hear us, or were you not able to hear us?
I was watching the whole thing. I just wasn't
Okay,
in the
so you're
stream.
watching. Okay, great. So you heard everything we said. I appreciate you letting me know that somehow I was not seeing you down there. And the last thing I saw was that you weren't there. I had not looked at the private notes to say that you were backstage. So I apologize. You guys have to keep track of me. I'm old, so sometimes I miss things. You know, anytime you're over 25, you're just old. Anyway, all right. So any questions that you guys have about character sheets as we've gone over it so far? Okay. We don't have a ton of time, but we've got just under an hour left, so I want to get in and take you guys on an adventure and get us started. Are you guys all right with that?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Let's do it. So, and I'm gonna move this screen down for me. What I'll probably do is I'll probably bring the map up here for later. Because if you guys don't have that blue button for AVT, then we'll have to do it that way, and that's perfectly fine. We can do that. But let me pull this out for now. All right, there we are. Okay. Let me set the setting for you guys. You're on a world called Terra. Terra has several different continents, just like our world. But it's a world of magic. It's a world of adventuring. And it's a world that technology is not what it is in our world. There is plenty of cool technology, but there's no internet, there's no YouTube, there's no none of it. There's no TikTok. You're on a continent called Aurora. You're in the land of Zartanic. And the city that you will live in is called Yeshkar. Yeshkar is a pretty good-sized city. It's very bustling. There's a big economy. People come to the city to find work. It sits in the middle of the continent. So it's not near an ocean, but there are some lakes near it. Each one of you have been seeing for a while different posters put up about something called the Adventure Connection Agency. Poster reads, "Adventures wanted. Earn gold while you learn new skills. Apply today. Join a group at the ACA." So there are directions on how to get to the Adventure Connection Agency.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you're all going to head there to be able to try your lot at becoming adventurers. Because adventurers in this world have a tendency to make pretty good money. Now, there are lots of dangers, a lot of problems, but just so you know, one piece of gold is about what a normal person lives on a day. If you're poor, it may be 1 silver, or it may be a few coppers. And just so you know, 10 coppers equal a silver, 10 silvers equal a gold, and 10 gold equal 1 platinum. So So 1 gold is what normal people would live on every day. So about 30 gold a month is about normal for most people on what they make to be able to survive. All right. So you head in, you know that adventurers make usually a lot more gold than what just a normal person does. So maybe you're tired of having to go out and work in the fields or not breaking rocks or doing whatever is being required. You're going to try your hand at adventure.
Well, I'm definitely not going into the rock business.
I don't blame you. Busting rocks is not very fun after a while.
Well, not that. I don't think I can handle that.
Not me either. All right, who wants to be the first one to walk into the store that has the? All right,
I'll do it.
I'll go second, I guess.
Dang.
So no next going first. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
That would fit
So
my character.
I'm going to have you open the door, and then I'm going to describe what you see, and then you can describe to us what we see, how you look, how you're dressed, and all of that. Is that all right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So Nomak, you open up the door. It's early in the morning. The sign said to make sure to come early to be able to get put into an adventure. As you open up the door, you smell tea brewing, a very kind of strong tea scent as you walk in. You look across the way. There are several chairs lining around what looks to be a waiting room. A person is behind the counter looking like she's doing some work. But when you notice, it's not really a person. This is a kinku. A kinku is a bird-like person who looks kind of like a raven or a crow. And she's got a big beak, but she's there doing some sort of work. She looks up at you and says, "Come in, have seats."
Oh, okay.
You go ahead and come on in and have a seat.
All right, why not? Hopefully the chair doesn't break.
Well, this is no next turn right now first.
Oh, all right.
Are you going to come in, Nonak?
Yeah.
Oh, tell our group what she sees. Describe yourself for us.
Well, I got about shoulder length brown hair and light skin,
Okay.
and I'm wearing a tattered robe that's got like cuts and dirt stains and stuff all over it. And I'm holding a sword, like a kind of broken, rusted iron sword. And I got blue eyes, or silver eyes. I got silver eyes. And I walk in and I sit down and I'm over 6 feet tall. And I've got kind of stubble on my face, but I'm not that old. I'm only like in my early 20s.
Right.
And I'm a very handsome and strong man, but then when you look into my eyes, then it looks like, then you can see that there's like bad memories and stuff inside. I'm a tortured soul inside if you stare into my eyes long enough.
That's a great description.
Well, can I persuade you on that?
All right. So she acknowledges you. You have a seat. She motions towards the tea if you're interested in getting some tea as you sit and wait. And next coming in is going to be Yorin. Is that right?
Yes.
All right, Yorin. So you come in and you're greeted with that same smell, and you notice this kinku sitting across the desk area. She acknowledged you and motions for you to have a seat. Have a seat, please.
Okay.
So you go have a seat?
Why not? But I'm really questioning, why does he wear tattered clothes on?
Well, we'll have to ask him that. So you've noticed him. You've noticed Nonak there. Describe yourself for us, Yorin.
Me? Well,
Yeah.
of course, I'm a blue dragonborn. I am very scaly.
What was that?
And what color of dragonborn are you?
Blue.
What'd you do?
You're a blue dragonborn.
Fell out of my chair.
For spikes, I got inspired from the game Champions of Nora. The lizard or dragon folk, their horns, their spikes are actually like their beard. So pretty much I have like this spikes around here.
All right.
Of course, the traditional blue dragonborn.
Do you say anything to anybody as you come in?
No. Maybe I can multitask. I'll see what she has for sale.
She's not selling anything. Just have a seat. We'll wait for Jack. Wait for Jack. Have a seat. Jack apparently is the person that runs the establishment that you're gathering from her broken common. Common is what we call English, so it's a language that most people can speak, but certain people can speak other languages also. So you pick up that her common is not that great, but she knows enough to kind of direct you. Plus, being a Kinku, I'm sure some of the words are a little harder. Okay. All right. Who wants to come in next?
I'll come in next.
You want to come in next? All right. All right. Tell us. You see the same thing, and then you see this human male sitting over here in tattered clothes. You see the dragonborn as you walk in the seat, and you see this Kinku in front of you, and she motions you to have a seat. Do you say anything?
No.
Nope. Okay, you're just gonna. All right. So describe yourself, what you look like for everybody else to know.
I have long brown hair and a ponytail. I'm wearing some stained overalls.
Okay.
I have green eyes. I'm about like 5 foot. And that's it, I guess.
And you're a girl? Is that right?
Well, yeah.
Just wanted to make sure. And it's okay in this game for people to play different genders or different other things. So sometimes that can be fun. So I always like to ask and make sure where people are. But that's awesome. Thank you, Azana. All right. So you have a seat. Ternix, you're up.
Okay.
You walk in the door. You're greeted with the sight of these 3 individuals having seats around the room and the Kinku at the front desk. She looks up at you and acknowledges you. And then have a seat.
Okay.
You say anything or do anything?
No, I just kind of give her the side eye.
Okay. Do you say anything else to the people in the room?
I do like a slight nod.
Okay. Very good.
Hello there.
All right. So tell everybody how you look and how you're dressed.
All right. I am a female tiefling with pale purple skin, silver eyes, and black, short, kind of like a pixie cut hair. And I'm wearing a dark purple robe to cover up horns and tail and stuff.
So the robe is covering up the horns and tails, so like a cloak pulled over so people can't see that. Very good. All right. So you have a seat. You guys sitting out there for a few minutes. The Kinku gets up and comes around and offers tea to anybody. She's a cup to pour in tea. If anybody wants a cup of morning tea.
I do not want tea. I do not drink tea.
Yeah.
I'd push the cup of tea away.
All right.
I don't trust her. I think she poisoned it or something. So I don't drink it.
Just to make sure everyone's comfortable, can I make an insight check? Make sure, see what kind of ingredients she put in?
Sure, you can kind of look at it and see what kind of tea that would be. That would be an investigation roll for me.
All right.
So if you can roll investigation for me, Yorin.
All right. Give me 1 sec. See D20. Okay. 9.
9. So from the best you can tell, it looks like regular tea. And from knowing that you're here because you guys have been invited here, it's probably safe because most people don't, put up signs and ask you to come into the stores. If you were being asked to come in at midnight to some place that's in a dark alley, the odds are you're probably going to, maybe get poisoned or something there. But this is in the middle of the day, an establishment that's well known. So it's probably safe.
Yeah, we'll be fine. I'll take the tea.
All right.
My
She
taste
pours you a cup of tea. It's good tea. Not the best you've had, but it's a good cup of tea. All right. As you guys are sitting around and waiting, the door opens up to an office that's behind the counter. You hear a voice. That's definitely not a deep booming voice, but not a real high pitched voice either. More just a normal sounding voice. But as it walks through the room, you hear, "Rook, did we get any recruits?" "Oh, there you are." And as he walks out, you see a Haragon. Haragon is a rabbit person. He's about 3 foot tall, brown fur. He is dressed up in a business suit, and he comes out to your group.
I did not know the Easter Bunny owned a store.
Kid, I know you're a dragonborn, but don't make rabbit jokes. Especially if you want to get hired by the rabbit, right?
Okay, that was just above the table, not in game. Okay.
Okay, all right. If you want to do that, you can do that.
No.
So he looks at your group and goes, "Oh, are you all here because you want to find an adventuring group?"
Why not?
No.
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
Everyone says no, but Norik says no. Hey, yes, sir. Well, I gotta mix it
No.
up.
Who said no? Okay.
What?
Me.
No, Nick, you don't want to be in an adventure group. Okay.
No.
He looks at the other three. "I'm here. My job is to put people together. I am a former adventurer myself. Rook and I, we used to adventure a lot. We are a contact group to be able to put people together and to be able to find you jobs. Now, part of that is the jobs will come in, and then we will have you go out and do the job. If you do the job, then you get paid. And we, of course, get a cut from the people that are paying us, that are sending you out on an adventure. The adventures can go from anything from being pretty easy to being, pretty intense stuff going on. I know there's a lot of people out there that think that adventuring is glorious, and it can be. People become famous, people get excited about you, but it can also be dangerous. We've lost a few people over the years. Just know that if you're going to sign up, there's a chance you won't come back. And you look like a good group. I'm going to assume you guys can make it back, and I've got an adventure for you to go. I've been contracted this morning with something that I think your group may like." And then he looks over at No-Neck. "Do you want in on this or not? Isn't that why you're here?"
Nonarch is not here, or I am not here for adventure. I'm just here because I saw an opportunity to find my long-lost brother and find the killers of my parents.
Oh boy.
But I still I say I'll take the adventure.
So he turns toward you and says, "Adventuring has a way of bringing those things out. I've seen that pan out many times. People looking for missing people, people wanting revenge. Those people that do bad things have a tendency to turn up in our circles. And as an adventurer, having friends with you can help you take care of it. I suggest this. At least give it a shot here. Plus, I'm going to pay you each 25 gold when you get back.
Okay.
Deal.
But you guys know that 25 gold is almost a month's worth of living for most people.
Mhm.
So it's not a bad deal. It's not like you're winning the lottery, but it's like you're getting a really good sized check for whatever time you're gone.
Okay.
So the Rook comes around, and she actually has papers, and he looks at you guys and goes, "What I need you to do is to sign on the dotted line to take the job. So if you do the job successfully, and we feel that we work well together, there may come a time where we can offer something a little more exclusive to get you better jobs. But we're going to start off with something basic. Eventually, if you guys decide to stay together as a group, you're going to want to find a name. It's always important to have a name. That name either strikes fear in different people, or at least lets people that want to hire you know who you are. So that's my first thought. But go on an adventure together, figure out if you like each other. If you all come back, or some of you come back, then maybe come up with a name. We're going to call you R85 right now. R stands for rookie, and that's going to be your group name, R85. R185, I'm sorry. Keep forgetting, we've gone up past the hundreds. All right. So Rook nods and holds the paper out. In common, it very clearly states that you're contracting for one job with the ACA, that you're going to go on this mission, and when you come back, you'll be paid 25 gold. And he looks at you, and goes, "Okay, well, let me tell you the mission. Some of you may decide you don't want to go on. So, about a day's walk from here, out on the West Road, will take you to the little town of New Sevilla. New Sevilla is a gnomish community. About 90% or more of the people that live there are gnomes. Gnomes are really nice people, typically. We see eye to eye. Yes, that's a short joke. All right. So in this town, they're having some problems with some goblins. The goblins keep coming in at night and taking stuff and stealing stuff. So if you take this job, what you're expected to do is to go to the town, set yourselves up, and be prepared for when the goblins come and deal with them accordingly. So either kill them or run them out of town and humiliate them. I don't care how you do it. You're an adventurer. Figure it out. Is this something you guys are willing to do?
Yes.
Hang on. Goblins shouldn't be too much of a problem. Hopefully.
Well, depends on how many goblins there are. All right. So he hands the form for you all to sign. Do you all sign it?
Why not?
Yeah.
Okay. On the form, to sign the form, you'll notice it's a feather, quill feather to use with the ink. That feather looks exactly like one of Rook's, the canoe. So
I think I should just use my talent for now, okay?
well, do you have ink on your talon? You're going to dip it into the ink thing?
Why not?
Okay. You could definitely do that. He looks at you oddly, and then kind of shrugs his shoulders.
I don't want to touch that feather. Who knows where it's been?
Trust me. It's a magical experience.
Oh no. Now I really do.
What happened to that feather?
So anyway, as you guys sign the form, she makes some motions and some squawks, and the sheet of paper vanishes. She walks back around the other side and sits down to start doing some other work. So Jack looks at you guys and says, okay, all right. So what you're going to want to do is take the West Road. If you guys are familiar, if you go about 3 blocks over here to the right and take that road all the way down, that'll take you to the West Road. It's not as well traveled as some of the other roads, but it should get you there before nightfall. So when you get there, you're going to want to try to find an inn, and you're going to look for Malvin. Malvin is the person that's in charge of the town that's hired you to come in. I believe he may be the mayor there. He thinks he's at least a big shot. So ask for Malvin, and they will help you find Malvin and get you set up for whatever you guys need to do to take down these goblins.
All right.
All right. So he turns around, walk away, then he looks back. Well, what are you still doing here? Go on. Come back when you're done. We'll know if you succeeded or not. And then you get your gold.
Okay, I'll work.
So he walks into his office, shuts the door. What do you guys do?
I'm sprinting out that door.
Careful.
I'm in it for the money.
I linger behind and ask Rook if she knows anything about the other adventurers.
She looks at you and says, yes, many adventures. Many come back. Uh-oh. Salty 7, they're the best. You've actually heard of the Salty 7 living here in this town. They're a well-known adventuring group that is known to take on all sorts of craziness. They're kind of the rock stars of adventuring groups. And she's indicating that they work for the ACA.
Oh boy.
And then I turn around and walk out the door and follow the others.
All right.
By the way, do you... oh, wait, this isn't a store.
Nope, it's not a store. It's just it's called the storefront. So basically, it's just an office building. It's just a standalone office building for the Adventures, the ACA, the Adventures Connection Agency.
Okay.
So think of it as like what their job is to put groups together and then to send them out on missions. That's really what it is. So you come there to join up to a group. Okay. You guys go anywhere else in town before you go? Anything you want to do before you head out?
Yeah.
I head back to my shack.
You're gonna head back to your shack.
I'm just gonna go follow Nonarch, just see what's in his house, maybe.
There's
You're gonna have
nothing
to
in my house. I'm broke.
That's
That's why I'm wearing tattered robes.
So, how broke are you?
I'm living on about like 3 carrots a day.
Good
I
to
head back-
know.
That's why I need the money.
Can I inspect around the shop place, whatever it's called?
So you want to inspect around the ACA?
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll come back to that. Zana, you were trying to say something. What would you like to do?
Yeah, I go back to my house and I pack some stuff.
Okay.
Like
Very good.
I bring some food.
That's a good idea. You do have some rations, which are basically some dried food to be able to eat along the way. And then you do have an explorer backpack, which basically has all the important stuff. There's a bedroll in case you got to sleep outside. There's torches and some other things. So it'll be in your equipment list also. But yeah, you can pack that up and get yourself all ready to go.
And then
Okay.
I go over to Nonarch's shack. And
No
just
one knows
call
where I
him.
live. I live in the middle of the woods in a crumbling shack.
How do you know I don't know where you live?
Because it's just a hole in the ground. With
You
a
think I
shack
had
on
fun?
top. There's a
I
shack.
followed you before.
So did you guys ever figure out how you were going to meet back up since everybody went their own ways?
I'm
Yeah,
just
we-
heading there on my own because I've been to the village before.
Okay.
We'll head to the village gate later. Hey, real quick. Hey, Nonarch, I'm gonna give you 2 gold for you.
Now I can go buy myself a better sword.
Oh, 3 actually for now. Don't leech off of my gold.
All
And
right.
then I head to the shop and buy some better clothes and a
quick.
better sword and shield.
Real
Okay.
quick.
You can do that. You can buy really basic clothes and sword and shield.
Did you add your gold to your pocket change?
You can add that to your character sheet. There's a place in your inventory for gold, so you can add that in there. All right. Terrence, you wanted to look around. So are we looking for anything and specifically looking for something, or are you just looking in general?
Just looking in general, seeing what's around it.
Okay. There's several other different stores out there. There's a shop that sells pottery. There is a pet store near it. So it's really in a district of commercial district where people are selling things. There is a place that sells all sorts of knickknacks. There's a place that's selling used weapons. So just all sorts of places around. Around the building is very well kept. It's an older kind of shop looking building, but it stands by itself. And there's a little bit that's kind of up on stones for a foundation. It looks like the shop is no bigger than what you saw in the front, and there appears to be an office that you know that the Jack came out of, and that's about all the size of that building is. So it's not a real big building, but it's in a typical business district. A lot of the buildings around there kind of look that way. They have a front where people can come in and either buy something or to meet to do something. This is definitely one of those where you meet people, you come in to meet people, so and have discussions. There are plenty of other shops around you.
Okay.
All right. Do you guys want to head out onto the road now on your way?
Well, can I go to the store and buy some new shields and stuff first?
Sure. Do you need a shield?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. All right. You can definitely do that.
I also head to the store. I take the 3 gold that Yorin gave me, and I go buy a new shield and a sword, and then I head to a clothing store nearby and buy a better robe.
Okay. So you're able to get a very basic robe and a very basic sword and shield. So you're both able to do that without any problems. And at some point we can go on a shopping spree episode or a part of an episode where you go in and you can talk to the shopkeepers and be able to buy stuff. But for tonight's sake, we'll just make it, since it's going to be basic and you don't have that much gold that you're going to be able to get the nicer stuff. We're just going to say that you're able to go in and do that. Okay?
Yeah.
But,
just basic stuff.
Just basic stuff. But we will have a time where you go into a shop and I will do voices. Maybe not really good voices, but I'll do voices. So of the shopkeepers, tell you about them. They'll have personalities, everything else. I just didn't want to spend that time tonight to do that for you guys. Because we don't have a lot of time left. So I wanted to make sure we get doing something fun. And I'm having fun so far. I hope you guys are too. So
This is kind of
for those of you watching, let us know if you're having fun, if you're enjoying watching. So,
all right.
Okay. So you guys start heading down the road. You guys happen to meet each other as you're hitting the gate to the city to head down the road.
Hey, y'all look familiar. Haven't I seen you somewhere before? Oh, well. Anyways.
Can I just shove past them?
You can.
Wait.
Okay,
Wait, where
goodbye
are you
then. I'm leaving.
You can definitely do that.
Where are you running?
So there is, that there's more protection in groups than there are in individuals.
Can I say something? Can I say
Yeah.
something? I said earlier that I've been to this town before.
Right.
I'm actually very good friends with one of the shopkeepers in that town.
Very good.
He owns a pottery shop.
The Potter Shop. Okay. And what's his name?
I forgot his name.
Can I say something to
Let's just say
Asano?
it's
Can I say that?
And it's okay. I can create a name and all that for him.
Yeah,
That's perfectly fine.
I
Okay?
don't have.
I'm
an
just if you
fantasy
wanted to be
name.
creative, that's the thing here. Just so you guys know, we're building a world, but you guys are a big part of that. I throw things out and kind of lead you in certain ways, but if you guys say, "Hey, I know somebody that's there," I'll have you tell me about him or what your relationship with. What kind of a friend are you with him? Are you really close? Have you guys grown up together? How do you know him?
No, I met him when I was trying to steal from one of the shops in their town. I needed food, and he helped me. He bought me some food, and then we just kind of grew close. And now he's like my
Alright.
only friend. And it's just a coincidence that he happens to live in the same town we're going to.
Did you
All right, I
just
like
say
it.
you stole something?
Yeah, I'm like
Oh no.
very, very broke.
Oh, I'm
I
not
just
broke.
tried to steal an apple from a stand, and he saw me, and I told him my story, and then he bought me an apple.
Yeah, well, from that same
We're dead.
stand, from that same apple stand, I think I stole like all the apples. I'm not broke.
What is wrong with you two?
She just enjoys stealing things.
Agree.
Well,
Both of you.
I don't like breaking rocks. I don't like breaking rocks at all.
That's it.
I
Okay.
stole it because I needed to survive, and then he
Actually,
helped me and bought it.
I'm gonna try and persuade these two not to steal anymore.
Yeah, I
Unless-
won't.
What do you say to him to try to get him to stop stealing?
Guys, I know you're broke, and I know you love taking things that are shiny.
I'm not broke.
But stop!
Shiny apples.
Shiny apple. This is the medieval times.
They're
Nothing is
golden
shiny.
apples.
No, this isn't Minecraft.
They're real life golden apples.
Well, they're yellow apples that appear golden, but they're not real golden.
And they're shiny in the sunlight. I've got shiny object
I'm
syndrome.
tempted to see his character sheet.
Oh my god.
We're already off to a great start.
The good news is, if you guys survive and make it back, you get 25 gold. That's
Yeah, so
quite a
then I
bit.
won't have to steal anymore.
That's
And then I
right.
won't have
Unless I
to
just
steal
want to.
anymore, too. Well, I don't need to steal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you just steal because you like it. I steal because I need it to survive.
No. It's not that I like it. I just don't like breaking rocks.
It's not the only
Doesn't like breaking rocks. I don't blame you. Nobody likes to break rocks. So that's good. All right.
Let's
It's
just
good that I
go.
like to
Come on.
steal. Jeez.
All right. So
I steal because I need to, and I also just enjoy it.
So even if you hadn't gotten that 3 gold, you would have just stolen anyway.
Probably. I was going on an adventure, and I needed this new sword and stuff, and I didn't have enough gold to buy it. I would have probably just tried to burgle the shop.
Well,
I guess
I think I just wasted my 3 gold.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. I would have gotten that same stuff, possibly better. Anyways,
you guys do know that stealing in the city is seen as a big deal, and
Well, only if you're caught.
yeah, I
the
know.
guards do come after you, and
But
if
only
they
if you're
catch you,
caught.
they'll put you in chains.
Yeah, but only if
And,
you're caught.
Yay.
But
Only if you
you're
get caught. This is correct. This is correct.
I haven't been
Yeah,
caught
and you
yet,
know,
so-
different towns and different cities see theft differently.
I guess
Some
it's a
are
good
more
thing that I
severe than
didn't
others.
end up stealing then.
I have a question.
Yes.
Can I try pickpocketing the gold from No Nook?
I already spent it.
Yeah, he already spent it.
Dang it, I
He
forgot
doesn't
about
have
that.
any gold.
I have gold in my pockets.
You owe me later.
Okay, can I pickpocket as in
Yeah, but
You can sure try.
I'll give you some gold when I
No.
earn it.
Um,
But I steal it.
Oh.
so
Try-
you
try
need to do a
steal it.
sleight of hand.
a sleight of hand?
Do a sleight of hand check. So you roll your sleight of hand with your bonuses there.
Okay, which one is it?
It's under your skills. It's in the middle with your skills, It is sleight of hand is towards the bottom. It's a dexterity based. It's third from the bottom, sleight of hand on your skill levels.
There is a dice button on the bottom left corner.
There is a dice button there, but if you just click your click the number, it'll roll it for you if you don't have dice. Did you find the sleight of hand, Ternix?
Not yet.
Okay, if you here, let me bring this up and show you where it's at. Okay.
Okay.
Share screen. Okay, so on Zarna's sheet here, it'd be in the same spot for everybody, but in the middle column, under skills, almost to the bottom, is sleight of hand. So survival's at the bottom, stealth, and then sleight of hand. Do you see that?
Yes.
Are you still trying to
So
pickpocket?
you can
Yes.
press the number to roll it, or if you get a 20-sided dice, roll that and then add that number to it.
I don't have a number next to it though.
There's not a number next to it for you?
I'll just roll the 20 dice.
Yeah, roll the 20 and add 5. Yep.
Okay, 20 plus 5. Okay.
Random question. Where is the nearest bank that's easy to break into?
I don't
Break
think I'm gonna
into that's easy. Well,
Wait, what?
there's not probably any very easy, but there are some banks back in the city that you know of that you can definitely look at that.
You're gonna
Is there like
pickpocket me or
a
what?
wealthy household nearby?
I got 11.
You got
That,
11. Okay,
is that a-
Zana.
Yeah?
You notice that your new friend here is trying
She's
to
my
take your
friend.
money. So you notice
Hey,
that
no,
this tiefling that
Yeah.
you've been joined up with is trying to steal your money back. What do you do?
Can I hit her over the head with my new shield?
Yeah. Yes, you can. Well,
She died.
so that would be a we'll do an unarmed strike
Adventure hasn't
attack.
even started yet. She's
Wait,
already dead.
How do I get to the unarmed strike? Is it in the same middle column?
No, it's over to the right where we were looking at actions. I know you were having trouble finding that.
Okay, which one do I press? Actions and then unarmed strike? I found it.
Yeah,
do I just press this? Wait, am I supposed to
Why are we
press the
fighting?
am I supposed to press the +5 or the
The
other
plus
one?
4 for the unarmed strike
plus-
is you have a dart and a staff, and then armed strike. So
So
do the plus
okay.
4.
You hit Terranix over the head. She dies.
So you got
Okay.
a natural 20 to hit her. What? And that's going to hit.
something's
And then you're going to bunker over that. Now the question is, Anna, do you want to actually hurt her or just kind of show her that you know that she was trying to steal your money?
Hurt her. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Hurt her.
Wait,
Hurt her.
what? Okay,
She deserves it.
Wait, what?
So do
She
you
tried
want
to
to
steal.
really
I
try
gotta-
to hurt her, or do you want to just do it to get her attention?
Here, I'll roll it. I'll roll it. Here,
Ooh.
wait, like this. Okay, it's
Hurt
rolling.
her. Crush her
Oh,
skull in.
man. I'm
Why
gonna
are we
hurt her.
fighting?
I got a 17.
Oh,
I
dear.
got a 17.
Okay, all right. Well,
Meanwhile,
I
I'm
thought you
I
had an
got
actual
12
20.
plus 5, 17. But
I
Okay.
think I am gonna
All
die.
right, so you got a 17. Okay. I was
I'll
reading
just-
that
I
wrong.
gotta
Okay.
hurt her.
So what's your armor class, Ternix?
Hurt her.
My armor class is 16.
So it's 16 or above. He rolled a 17 to hit you, so it's going to hit you. She's going to bonk you over the head with the shield. So, Azana, are you trying to do damage, or are you trying to just get her attention?
I'm trying to do damage.
Okay. So it's 3 points of damage for the shield bonking you over the head. So you'll need to go in, Ternix, and go up to your hit points and take 3 off.
Okay, where is it at?
In the top right,
So are you two just fighting now?
it says current and max, and then it says hit points down below. But so you would put in the 3. If you can see my screen, put in the 3. Where's it over here, hit the 3, and then hit damage.
I'm trying to find it.
Okay.
Tyrannix, attack her back.
Okay.
He's getting a big sword fight.
So
Wait,
what
hold
we're-
on,
I'm
hold on.
breaking up
Hold
the
on.
fight. No.
Take off the damage
Can I-
first. I need to find it.
Hold on. Can I attack Nonarch?
No,
No,
I'm
not at the
far
moment.
away. I'm robbing a
Not
at
bank
the
right
moment.
now. I'm robbing
I
a bank
can-
right now.
Wait, hold on. Can
You're
I
not
attack
robbing a bank
Nonarch?
right now.
I
Terrence,
tried
did you
to.
find your hit points? The top right?
No, I don't have it.
It's not on your sheet?
Can I attack Nonarch?
No, I'm gone. I'm looking for something I can steal.
Do you need to
He's
scroll to the
forward.
right? Does your column end over there? Or
That's what I'm trying to do,
okay.
but I'm not finding it.
So you guys know, once in a while something like this I will let go. What I don't want is just you guys to start fighting each other. It's not like a video
Oh,
game where you can
man.
do player versus player.
Yeah.
It's a team game.
Man.
So when you try to steal somebody's money and they bonk you over the head with a shield, that's allowable. Just to pull out swords and start fighting. Now, if you're pulling out swords or whatever to fight to kind of train with each other, that I'll allow. But just to go try to hurt each other, that's a good way to make people upset.
Oh, okay. So I just returned from shopping and I saw Tyrannix
Shopping.
trying to steal from Azana, so I immediately don't trust her.
Okay, so you don't trust her.
Hurry off to a wonderful start.
Yeah, I
alright.
don't trust her either. And
Well,
yeah,
yeah,
I don't
because she's
trust
trying
her.
to steal your money.
I don't
So,
like her at
parents,
all.
what do you do
actually.
after you get hit in the head with the shield?
She cries in a corner.
No, she does not.
I can't see.
She goes and cries in a corner.
How do you react to being hit?
Well, there's that right there, but I can't change it. This
Oh.
let me change it.
Sh-
I hit you. What do you do?
I'm still trying to find the hit point thing.
Here, I'll take care of it for you. It's not a big deal. I got
I
it. for you.
pounce
I'll take
onto
care
her
of
and bite her.
it. So
I'm
you're
just
gonna try to turn around and bite her?
You river
Bite her.
Okay, but this will be the end of you guys fighting each other. Okay, so
Oh,
roll
so I
to
can't-
attack with an unarmed strike. Then
Okay, what dice?
gonna sit in the
1-sided
back
dice,
eating
and
popcorn.
then whatever your underarm strike is on your action.
Monarch sits down and watches the fight.
What do I press?
Unarmed strike,
Uh,
or here, let me tell you, your underarm strike is a +4. So you just roll a 20 +4.
20. Okay.
And I'm just in the
Oh.
back.
Hold on, I clicked the wrong person. Oh,
Okay.
jeez.
The 20 dice.
You roll the 20-sided. I'll tell you what your arm strike is. I
I
looked
got
at
an
it wrong.
18. Then
An
plus
18
what?
plus +3, so 21 to hit.
Sheesh.
And Azana, that will be above your
You're gonna get
above
ready.
your armor class.
You have rabies.
Funny.
So,
That's-
Tyrannix, you had 9 hit points before. You're now down to 6, just so you know.
I'm just gonna break up the fight now.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay.
I'm gonna write stuff down.
I'm just sitting down and
that
watching
hits
this
above
play
your
out.
armor class, so
Huh, where is
you're
my
gonna-
where is it?
I'll get
Where's
on to
my
show
hit
you here in
points?
just a second.
With that?
I'll show you that in just a second. So you're going to do 2 points of damage, Tyrannix, because of an unarmed strike with the bite. Okay. So I will let me get it back to Azana's sheet, and then we'll add your damage there.
I've already started out walking towards
I can't
the
believe
village.
you just.
I'm
Hit
just gonna
me.
go with no arc. I'm
'Cause
gonna
I know it's-
criticize him
Well,
for what he's
it's
done.
still in the morning, so you guys have a lot of walking yet still to do.
You're-
So.
If you
Well,
can
I'm
follow
not
me, I know it's short.
So Azana, and actually, if everybody will look, you can see your hit points again are in the top right. Let me share my screen. Oh my goodness! Here, look at this. Oh, you guys can't see it.
Yeah, that is
some
very
days I'm
informative.
not that smart. Okay, You get
Very
all right. So if you
cool,
guys can see it right now on the top right and up here, where I'm scrolling over here, you can see it says hit
Where?
points on the very top
Oh,
right.
where'd you get that? All right. All right.
Clicking things. Okay.
So if I
You
press
guys see
one,
that
which one
up
of those
here?
do I press?
So what you would do is the blank
Do I
next
press
to
my
the
current or
number.
max?
The blank you want to. Well, you can do the current and take. You can minus 2 points and make it a 9 if you want, or you can in the spot to the left of it. You can put in 2 and then hit damage, and then also add your damage.
Wait, hold on. How do I do this? Right now it says
If you
19 is my current and max.
okay, I'll refresh this. Let's see. Okay. So now it still shows 1111. So to the left of it, where it says current, to the left of the box, put in 2, the number 2.
Hey, right here. 2.
So you're
Press
in.
2.
Yeah, type in 2
And
there.
then-
And then
And then I
hit
press
where it says
damage?
damage, where the red, just click damage. Yeah.
You're in.
Okay.
Well, they've
now I
been
only got
hitting and biting. Have we
17.
just set out to the village?
Let me refresh.
I got 17. Is that right now?
Well, it should. I'm seeing you at 9, so I see it as right. So we're okay. So you're good to go.
Wait,
Okay.
hold on. Is it 17 or 9? Mine says
It's 9.
17. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know
So
why
mine's
it's
on
showing
there.
17. I've got you at 9.
Yeah.
We're okay. If it ends up showing 17, we'll fix it. But it should be 9 because she did 2 points of
Okay.
damage. So your maximum is how much your person normally would have. That's your max. What your current is what it is, either with your max or after the fact.
Okay, can we sit out for the place now before I hit her with my sword?
I've already gone. I'm already on my way.
Okay,
I'm like
well
10
I'm just
minutes
gonna
in already.
I'm gonna run ahead of Tyrannix and just leave her behind.
I'm gonna run after you.
I'm
Okay.
just gonna
I'm
follow.
gonna catch up to the group.
That's all.
So
Yeah.
the group is not functioning very well as a group yet. You've not come together as a group. You're kind of doing individual things.
You want me to catch up to
trying to
Dad?
trying to steal coin, getting bonked in the head, trying to bite back. So you guys are
Trying to
wandering
rob a bank.
around. You're just starting on your adventure down this road, and you guys are already acting like a group of
Doofuses.
Enemies.
almost mean girls in middle school. So that's how you guys are kind of doing right now. We are coming upon time, so we are going to pick this up right here next time. We're going to jump in, and we'll probably speed up time a little bit, but there's going to be some adventure along the road before you get there.
Can I say
Yes,
one more
sir.
thing real quick?
Yes, sir. Of course.
The one thing I wanted to say was that since I'm friends with one of the shopkeepers in the
Huh?
village, I know a shortcut that knocks off an hour of the trip. So I'm going to get there in a little bit less than a day because I know a shortcut.
Okay, we'll work with that.
Yeah, that's all I wanted to say.
Okay. All right. That'll work, guys. All right. Did you guys have fun?
Yeah.
that was,
Yeah,
that
okay.
was
A lot more fun?
And I
Okay,
give
good.
Isaiah rabies.
You don't have rabies.
And I gave you a concussion.
Yeah.
I tried to rob a bank.
I
Well,
was sitting in the back witnessing all of this whole
yeah,
chaos.
there's no banks close to where you were at, so that's the thing.
Guys,
So-
that's why I said tried because I couldn't find one.
All right, guys, we will catch you in 2 weeks. We are going to pick this up in 2 weeks and play further. If you don't have everything on your character sheet done, take a look at those, see what needs to happen. If you need help, let me know. You can let me know through your parents or some other way. Just let me know what you guys need help with. If there is any questions you have, let me know. But in 2 weeks, be ready to play because we are going to go on an adventure, and you're probably going to get in your first fight next week, other than with each other.
Actually, yeah. I think it'll be our second
Other than with each
fight.
other.
It'll be our second
Okay.
fight.
Yeah.
Bye.
Exactly. So, all right, for all of you guys watching out there, thank you for watching us. I hope you guys are having fun with the next gen role players. These guys are awesome, and I'm so looking forward to playing with them every couple weeks and being able to see their characters grow. If you guys also want to put backstory, if you don't have that on your sheet, that's a good thing to have on your sheet. But that's all I've got for you tonight. As I like to say before I sign off anywhere, stay geeky and be good to each other. We'll talk to you guys later out on the internet, and our adventurers, our next gen role players, thank you once again.
See ya. Bye.
See ya.
See ya.
See you guys.